Hi, I'm Luke Messer, and today I'm going to show you how to dissect a sheep brain. Alright, so first on top you have the most outer layer of the brain called the dura mater. And then once you get into that, we're going to start off with the largest part of the sheep brain, known as the cerebrum. And the cerebral cortex is the out part, I guess. And then the larger bulges of the brain are the gyri, and the shallow grooves here are the sulci. And based on this way, because that's the way it would be looking, it is divided into left and right hemispheres. And the brain has four lobes: the frontal lobe, right here, the parietal lobe, and the temporal lobe coming here towards the back, and the temporal lobe on the sides. And the hemispheres are divided by the longitudinal fissure coming right down here, down the middle. And then you turn it back to the cerebellum, right here. And the cerebellum and cerebrum are divided by the transverse fissure. And the brainstem, if we flip it over, is divided into three parts: the midbrain, right in here, the pons, and the medulla oblongata. And then the spinal cord would come out here, out of the brainstem. So then, and then the pituitary gland, here this all fell off in the process, is this little round ball-like structure here, located underneath in kind of the middle of the brain. And then the pituitary stalk, which also came off, which would connect the pituitary gland to the brain, is right here, this little brown structure right there. And then the optic nerves as well came off with all that, and they'd be located right here, connecting the eyes to the brain. And where they connect right in here is the optic chiasm, this lighter area right here. And then towards the front of the brain are the olfactory bulbs. And then once again, if you turn to the back, you have the superior, which are the larger structure, and inferior colliculi. Kind of looks like a butt there in the back. And then if you look inside the sheep brain, you will see the corpus callosum, all right in here, this kind of lighter area. And then the lateral ventricles are right in here. The fornix is this right in here, this kind of nearly white piece. The third ventricle is right in here, where all this nerve and membrane are. And then leading down into here under the cerebrum, or the cerebellum actually, is the fourth ventricle right underneath in here. And then next we have the pineal gland right here. These superior and inferior caniculi, which you can see right here's the superior, and down below that is the inferior. And then we have the thalamus, which is this round, large structure right here. And below that is the hypothalamus, which is also round but smaller. And then we go back to the cerebellum, and we have the arbor vitae, also known as the tree of life, since it goes out and branches. And then arbor vitae is made up of white matter. As you can somewhat see, it is lighter. And then outside the white matter here is the gray matter. So, now that you've seen that, I'm off. Goodbye.